Hi there, it's Simone, and it's the first time that I'm filming from my new place. And it feels really strange because it's dark out. My lights are full on. I don't have any blinds so people can see me. My kids are sitting upstairs in the living room listening. And I want to just chat with you because I have missed you guys, even though you didn't really notice that I wasn't there because I'm talking with my hands again, still uploaded videos, but they have been filmed a while ago. So let me start with this. I haven't been working in my journal. In fact, the first day was today when I had some time to actually fill in blanks right here. So I did these 3 pages, and I have already kind of prepped these up to August 30th, but I am way behind and need to catch up. So what I did was I just looked into my planner and looked for the things that I want to, or the space that I need, and just put down with pencil which days are going to be on those pages. And so I actually don't even have anything on these. Today's September 18th. And what I decided to do first is just stamp out the different days. And I want to take you with me so I can tell you a bit about what I've been up to. And I actually don't even remember what I told you and what I didn't. So if this is a repetition of an earlier video, you just have to live with it. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, I've just used this stamp set before. There's another date stamp. Yeah, I think I need this and this, and then I can just start. Let me check what the last day was that I added here. How about one of those, and I'll just plop it right in here. So August 30th, and then I'll do the 31st of August right here, and maybe I'll use an orange pen for that just because I can. And where's my orange pen? Right here. I have this one. I just purchased this today at Muji. I got these 4 colors. I already have the pink in a different size. I noticed that I actually like the 0.5 much better than the 0.38. So when I was there today, I picked up these 4. However, I actually think I have an orange right here, and that's exactly what I'm going to use up first. Okay, okie dokie. And I'll just add, let's just see how this works out. What I was going to tell you about is that we actually moved. Yeah. My husband got a new job, or actually he changed jobs, and we lived in university housing, which meant that with a new job, we had to leave the university-owned properties. And it was, I don't know if this is how it usually goes. Like, I don't remember the last time that we moved. We looked at houses on We started looking on Thursday. We looked at the first house on Friday. We said we were interested in this house on Sunday, and we signed the contract on Thursday and received the keys, and then started moving the next week. And returned the keys to our old house this Monday, like 2-3 days ago. And this was so quick. I have never moved this quickly before. And it was really stressful. I am in love with the new house though, and especially because I now have my own craft space where I can leave stuff out and just do whatever I like. It's gonna be a shared craft space, but I can already see my youngest son, who is the only real crafter in the family, has already taken the kitchen island for his crafting. So I guess it's just gonna be storage for his stuff, and he'll be crafting somewhere else. So the 31st of August, and I guess I'm just gonna do the first with this pen, because I feel like it's the same color as this one, and I really like working in the same color scheme. And so it's September 1st was right there, and I'll just add it right down underneath here. And the reason why I actually purchased new pens is because I really have trouble with my gel pens in the multi pens. So the orange really didn't write as well. I don't know if it's because of me, because I'm not using them as regularly, or what the problem is. I definitely want to use them more. I had actually been thinking about getting a whole new set, like maybe the Zebra Sarasa. I really like those. But I decided, since I was at Muji, to just go with these and see if I actually really use them. And if I do, I can, this is a whole pencil case full of pens that I need to use, that work, and that I need to use. And maybe I should just use those up before I go and buy another whole new colorful set of pens. I'm really trying to be more moderate with my spending. I know that I have videos on my channel about this, and if you are someone who tends to spend a lot of money on things you think you need but then you don't use them, I would suggest you watch this just to see how my approach to it, because oh my gosh, I don't like this. Why am I not able to do it like this? Maybe I should not talk and do this. Yeah, so what I went cold turkey. I did not spend for the whole time of Lent, which I then afterwards realized that I, as a non-practicing Christian or not Christian, shouldn't use a religious thing like Lent to try something if it doesn't have any kind of religious meaning to it, for me. So I called it Lent. I don't really think it was appropriate. Next time I know better and will not call it that. But I took the same amount of time and decided to completely stop spending money and figure out when I would actually experience the need to buy stuff, what were the triggers for me to purchase. And I noticed that I really, really am very susceptible to stress. I'm gonna grab a I have tried to organize my craft room, but some things I still don't really know where they are. I was looking for an eraser, which my kids have tons of them, and they have actually abandoned mine again. So I'm just going to use a new one, and hopefully it sticks with me for a little bit longer. This one doesn't come off here. So yeah, that's what I'm trying. So I was talking about the lent that I don't want to call lent anymore. I want to be more mindful with my spending and figure out what actually triggers my spending. And I'm very susceptible to stress. I reward myself with purchases. Like when I think I earned this, I deserve something, then I often buy. And that is especially the case right now after this stressful move. I am aware, I am trying to still spend mindfully, even though this sounds contradicting, because I know that I don't really need anything. But since I noticed that I kind of can't, sometimes I really have to reward myself with stuff. So I decided, that these would be the least amount of damage that I could do to myself or to my budget. So the spending thing, I'm trying to use things that I have and put things that I really want on a list and take from that list. And it has been working really nicely, but lately I haven't been very happy with the way I store my stickers. I felt like I didn't really use them because I wasn't happy with the system. And so I, again, like usual, my friend she's called Dakshina, uses a Muji photo album, clear photo album. And I went there today, since I was in the area, and decided I don't have running water down here. I'm too lazy to go upstairs. So what I'm going to do is just dip this in here. So I decided to go by, because I was in the area, and see if I would find the same thing. And I think I did. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't, because it's much bigger than what I thought it was, and the stickers don't really fit in there. It's too big. They slide around. I can't really get them out. But I also, let me get it. So it's this one, and this one is called Holder 2 Rows. Maybe I should have looked at, it's a 5x7. Maybe that's the reason why. So this is the size, and if you take a regular sticker sheet from a planner company, this is the size of the sticker sheet. And I thought I saw on Dakshina's channel that hers fit right in there, and I found this was tiny. I should have taken maybe 3 of those. That would have been much better than the big one. And this one fits these much better, and I can actually reach in there, whereas in here the opening for this is right at the seam, and I already broke 2 or 3 of them. So what I decided to do is not use this for my stickers. I took them out, and I'm not going to return it because I have so many printed photos that I might want to use for journaling, scrapbooking, stuff like that. And I am thinking about putting them in here. And then I can flip through this when I feel like I want to scrapbook and just pick a photo that speaks to me. So it's not going to waste. And this one holds my favorite sticker company sticker. And I like this totally and very much, but I have too many stickers for to justify going out and buying more of those. It's plastic, and I don't really want to spend so much money on plastic stuff. I know if I have this opinion, maybe I just shouldn't buy any at all. Yeah. So I made a compromise. I bought one to test out. And then I took them out of my ring binder that is here. I had made these sleeves by myself, but I decided I didn't want them sorted by theme anymore. I want to have them sorted by shop. It really appeals to me to use just one sticker shop per week and then switch it out. And so I could just take those, put them in my planner, put them in some kind of pouch thingy and use those and call it good. And then just have this because it's my favorite one. So that's why I went to Muji, and so I took them all out. I wanted to put them in the album that I just showed you. It didn't work, so I decided not to continue putting these in there. And then on a whim, I decided to sort them by make and model and just put them into this box. I have so many boxes. I love to reuse boxes that I get from packaging for these kinds of things. And this Amazon Fire box, we don't even have a Fire Stick. I don't even know how we got this box, but I have it. And it fits these stickers perfectly. It's the right size for the amount of stickers I have. And besides the Coffee Monster stickers that I ordered the birthday bundle and some new fall releases. I really do have enough stickers. I really do. And before I get more, I really need to use those. So these are those. And then I also bought this one, which is kind of cool, but not that cool. I'll tell you why. This fits the Hobonichi kit from Coco Daisy. Yep, I subscribed again. I subscribed for the Hobonichi Weeks sticker kit for the 6-month term because it was the cheapest one, which isn't really true because I have to pay for 6 months instead of 3 or 2 or 1. So it's more expensive. But they had I think it was the Wild for Planner sale where you got 50% off the first month. So I thought it was a good deal. And Linus Potts, one of my other favorite sticker makers, is designing the artwork for their December kit, and I didn't want to miss out on that kit. Definitely didn't want to miss out on that kit. And so I just subscribed because I just like them. And I think they will work really, really well in my A6 Stalogy as a daily planner. And I'm just going to use these in my Jibun Techo until the end of the year. And when I switch into the A6, I'm using the leftover stickers as well. So I just put them in here, and it's kind of a ticket holder / map holder. And the not so cool thing about this is that this one actually folds out. It can hold a whole map, which is kind of cool if you use it for the intended use. But for this, it would have been cooler if that was like 2 more sleeves to put in stickers. And maybe I can just use my sewing machine and like sew down here and maybe down here, and I don't know yet. But right now, this, like putting this in here is kind of strange because there's so much more bulk here. What I might be doing is like for the current month, I'll just put them out like this. And once the month is over, I'll put them back here and then put the new current month here. And maybe, let's see, these would fit in here too. So I could like put the weekly sticker maker that I use in my planner here, and then this would be the thing that I could log around with me, which is not really big and not very heavy. So I kind of like this. And maybe I can pimp it a bit to make it more usable for my intended use. This fits in here. The excessive amount of Happydaya stickers. Let me show you my big pile of Happydaya stickers. It's hilarious. This much definitely doesn't fit in here, but that's okay. Okay, so interruption. September 3, September 2. So I need to to stamp more, and then continue. And maybe I'll just put you on fast forward now, because I feel like I'm not gonna get anywhere if I keep on talking, because when I talk, I seem to not be able to create, which is counterproductive, right? Especially when I'm trying to catch up. Wow, that too went all the way down here. 2019. And if you hear my kids laughing, they are watching YouTube upstairs. And yeah, it's definitely not educational.
Number 3, let's just use this one.
And oops, yeah, I decided to just stamp and sticker the heck out of this before I go in and journal. The process that I have been using, and that really works kind of well. I definitely notice that I don't remember it as flowery, as extensively as I do when I journal daily, and that's why I really want to kind of catch up so I can continue here with where I'm at right now, and like fill these blanks in when I have the time for journaling and the time to sit down and write. So if you look at these pages, I use watercolor, and then I just color in the things that I think I want to have, like a title for the journal entry. And so there's 2 here, there's 2 here, there's none yet here, and I have been journaling, kind of rapid logging in here. Just write down what we did, feelings that I don't want to forget, funny things my kids say. I put them down here, and this is really working well at the moment. I'm super happy how this is turning out. I love the sound of this paper, and I've been using more and more stickers. So I started to use the Hobonichi Weeks kit from Coco Daisy, and I also I started October. So I really, besides the fact that these are tiny and I really have to write small to get everything in here, let me show you. So these are the weeks day stickers with these ones here. And I just cut off this thing, and there's these numbers right here, and I guess they fit in these blank spaces, which I really like. But I'm just gonna keep those 2 to use whenever I'm going to use this. What I'm trying to say is that the size of these stickers, even though some of them are super tiny, they work really well in this planner. This is from the January memory keeping sticker kit. No, not January, April. I have the number set still on here, and I really like sprucing up my planner like this, the monthly pages. After this fiasco, it did not work out well. It didn't help me at all, and I decided if I'm going to do, I was going to try this for September, and it really helps. So this is just the plain view, and I'm definitely going to add all of these kinds of things in here as well, and that will work much better. I like that. It's not super prettied up, but it's color coded, it's cohesive, and it's speaking to me. And so I'm going to use this. These clear stickers are cool too. I'm going to use this as a to-do list. I have been using these bottom things for like tracking mail, to check off and see what am I expecting this month. So in September I'm still waiting for 2 Coffee Monster orders, my Hobonichi order, and then if they haven't arrived until the September 30th, I'm going to transfer them over here so I don't forget what I need to get via mail. And these boxes are suited for the Hobonichi weeks. They fit perfectly right here, and I use the October sticker, a washi strip, and I really like how this looks. I also started adding sticky notes for things that I might be doing in that month, just so that I won't forget. And I am actually incorporating this idea in my new planner that I already started setting up right here. I'm going to have a half a page for each month of the year in here, where I can just put down things that I might want to consider come this month. And then once I'm I don't know how long this will take to use it, but once I'm in August, September of 2020, I will start adding the new year of 2021 in here like that, so I can add these penciled things I am considering of using. I added a yearly overview just to have it at a glance. Sometimes I use these, sometimes I don't. And so I'm really enjoying setting this up slowly. And I also tried out a monthly view in the back. And I'm going to show you another thing that I found out. So this is the size that I want to set it up. It didn't really take very long, so I guess I'm hand drawing these in. I've been thinking about printing them, but this is not something that takes too long, and I can totally do this. But look at these stickers. I mean, they almost fit. I would need to trim them down a tiny bit. I don't know what I would use them for, maybe for a birthday or something, or a holiday maybe. But that is cool. I like that. I'm excited. Yeah. And I can't wait to use these checklists, so really excited to see how I'm going to use this. I've been thinking about, so when I looked at it the first day, I was like, well, I'm not that excited about this kit. It's okay. These boxes are way too tiny for me. And also these ones are like kind of getting lost. Maybe not in the A6, but they look as if they would get lost on the paper. So I wasn't sure if I would like this for 6 months. And then I decided I'm going to definitely unsubscribe at the end of the 6 months, and then get other sticker kits from other companies. We'll see how that works out. But you know, I'm a creature of habit. If I really like something, maybe I'm gonna continue. Who knows? So again, I'm all over the place, but I feel like I have so much to share, and I hope you're okay with me on this rambling in this video. So I started using the sticker kit, I'm still using this planner the same way I've been using it before. I'm writing in putting in my work hours and trying to find spaces for filming. Doesn't look very good for the next 2 weeks, but I'm hopeful. September 3. Let's continue. September 4. I have a lot I want to say, and since I'm going to try and use the whole page, maybe I'm just gonna then use this one. And I actually, didn't I just pull out the bigger? I have another block right over here, so let's just use this one. Oh, it's right here. What was I thinking? September 4, and it's not gonna stay this plain, and I really like, I could put it up here, but I really like putting things together and creating clusters. So what I'm going to do is put this here, and I cannot wait for my Hobonichi order to arrive because I purchased a pencil board and that would have been perfect in here right now. September. Let's take the smaller one and let's make sure that I'm not losing. Where is the 0? It's right on here. Okay. September. And it's 8:18 p.m. right now. Still hoping that you can see well enough and that the artificial lighting doesn't bother you. I'm trying this not for the very first time, but again, because I know that it might be that I am not able to film during daylight for a longer time. All of my co-workers go back to college next week, and it appears that I'm stuck with working like till 2 p.m. every afternoon, which means, or almost every afternoon, which means that the time that I had before when I got up really early, like today at 4:30, I didn't get up at 4:30. I got up at 3:45, but that's why this video is so super rambly. Yeah, I'm going to work later, but I can't sleep in and I cannot film then because I have to get my kids ready for school, and which I don't really have to do when I'm working early and getting back like later in the morning, kind of like. So today I worked from 4:30 to 9:30, which was really super cool. It was a crazy day. If you're following me on Instagram, you already know the story. But it's really cool because when I don't have anything to do, not like today, I can go home and do some housework and then do creative stuff before my kids get back home, and then maybe take a nap, and that's it. Today I went to the shop with my car because brakes are not working well. So I think what I'm going to do is September. What I was planning on putting in here, I wanted to put this in here, but it's September 6, 7, and 8. I'm just gonna do it anyway. And let me check. So I'm going to just stamp it like staggered like this and change the number. And I need to change. This is so hard. It's so big and so hard to adjust. So I had to go to get my car checked out because the brakes are sounding really strange and it turns out they need replacement. So Now that worked really well. Wow, awesome job. Okay. Guess what? Who cares? Maybe, what if I put this underneath? Let's check. Put this over here and put this underneath. Let's see what happens. Ooh, much better. And then 8. Yeah. And several incidents at work. I saw a crack pipe for the very first time in my life. In real life, I think I saw them online or in some kind of infomercial or what are these called when they do some kind of, I'm missing the word, the shows where they tell you all about like some kind of problem. What? I can't believe I don't remember, but it's late. I'm tired. So I'm just going to like do this. I do care, but I decided I'm not going to be too harsh on myself with being a perfectionist. And so I'm just going to let lots of things that would irk me, I'm just going to let them go. Nobody will notice. I won't notice. This is a very creative journal. There's lots of stuff in here. Nothing is perfect in here, so if this looks like this, it's great. Documentary, that's the word. So maybe I saw it in some kind of documentary. Yeah, so I saw a crack pipe today in the hands of a customer, which was really, and he behaved like someone who uses this stuff, and we had to call the police on him. And yeah, that's how my day went today. So September 9, September 10, and I'm going to do the easiest way out. I'm just going to stamp September 9 with this roller date stamp and September 10. And see, this rambly, I don't even know what I was talking about and why I talked about the crack pipe. Hello? Wake up. I'm going to use a label sticker on top of this. And I actually have some somewhere, I think right here, and they actually don't fit. So I'm just gonna grab my label box, which is right here. And maybe what I could do is this. Hello? What is this? Want to show it right here? Look at what my crafty son did. Oh, oops. I can't flip. Let me check if I can show it like this. So he drew these different seams. So cool. The end. Love it. I want to cover this and I want to add a label, but I want to add the label down here. And why is this September 9? Oh yeah, September 10. It's actually September 10. So I'm changing this to here. And then I'm gonna add, I don't care. It doesn't matter. As I said before, I'm not going to be a perfectionist about all of these things. Ooh, I love this. And I'm gonna do some kind of cover up here, which I don't know yet, and that's totally okay. So I don't have any decoration on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start with the date and then put the decoration around it when I get to this, or when I'm inspired to add stuff. Like here, this is not finished yet. I just slapped stuff down. Like here I added the feather strip, and then now I added this label, and I'm definitely going to add some more stuff around here like these. This is just the beginning of a page, which is really cool to talking with my hands again. It's really, really cool to mix things up once in a while. And since I just said I'm going to mix things up once in a while, why don't I just use a brush pen for the September 11 date? And wow. Okay, that's like not perfect. Again, I'm not someone who does this very well, does this very often. Maybe I should just letter September 12th as well. Or maybe not. I feel like I'm spending way too much time on these tiny like things, and you know what? I'm just gonna actually just use this. And I absolutely know that I'm totally breaking my own rule, and I'm fine with that, because I have been stamping the date since forever. No, not even true. Look at this here. But what I usually did, or what I did in August, I added some kind of start of August. I didn't do that in September, and I'm definitely not going to go back in here and do this for here, because it's way too far back. And again, I'm fine with that. What I'm thinking about doing is maybe tracing this with a colored pen, and then it looks cool, I hope.
I'm just going to, for the ease of, I'm going to add this right here, and I'm going to add this right here, and then I'm going to add this right here, and right here, and then where's the thing? I think I'm too tired to continue right now. So what I'm going to do, and I don't even know how to stamp this. So the short one is the month, and then what? You what? Oh, totally.
And then I know that the dates that go in here, I'm just, even though I don't know how much space. Oh, tomorrow is Thursday, so I'm going to add Thursday 3, and I definitely need space. So what I'm going to do is use this one, the Pilot G7, G207, September 18th, so it's the 19th. Wow, I have so much stuff to catch up on, but I'm confident that I can totally do it. So I have one more thing that I wanted to show you, but I'm really working hard, as you can see, like super hard on this tracing thing, which I shouldn't have used this G2 because it's water soluble, and if I need to remember that I need to use like colored pencil or not water-based paints for this page in order to prevent smudging and the thing coming off. You know what? I'm going to add a star right in the middle because I kind of like that. So tomorrow's Thursday. Friday is Friday. Really? I wanted to show you one more thing. I know this is super boring. There's not a lot of color in here. I hope this was entertaining and you were able to create something. The last thing that I wanted to show you is this traveler's notebook. This is my first ever traveler's notebook. It's a Midori and I love it. I have this charm with a kind of Starbucks cup on the front. I got it from Trisha when she was selling her charms. I don't even know if she still does that. And I love it. And I use this Twisby Echo T. It's a fine nib in this. And I have two inserts in here that are not even decorated at all. They are both Midori Traveler's Notebooks from the Traveler's Company. This one is a grid. This one is lined. I don't know what I was thinking when I got a lined insert because I don't usually write on lines. I usually write on grids. But I found a really great use for this, and I'm following Posh Plants on Instagram, and it's so funny because I have a love-hate relationship with affirmations. I kind of like them, but I also find they're really easy to be very toxic because they tell you that life is super easy and you're suffering for a reason and you just have to have good thoughts and then everything is going to turn out perfect, which is totally not true. But every morning, Monday through Friday, she posts an affirmation on her stories. And I found her maybe 3 months ago. Her affirmations aren't these, the sun is always shining and you just have to open your eyes and see it kind of affirmations. They speak to me. They are real. I feel she's presenting herself as a vulnerable person, and like, not that she has eaten the truth and all of it and she knows it all, and that's totally reflected in those affirmations. They are great reminders on things that we can work on to make our lives better. We will struggle. And what I noticed was that while I was reading them, I started to change kind of the way I'm thinking. And I am looking forward every morning to her affirmation, to see where she's guiding me today. And I absolutely love it. And so I decided to write those down. I don't think I'm going to fill this all up with all of her affirmations. I love collecting quotes, and so maybe those will go in here as well. But for the start, I just added hers for September. That's where I started. And I just put a 2019, and I want to keep this doable. And this is exactly that. There's no more expectations than to write the affirmation down. It doesn't really even have to be at the same day. I put them in my planner as well, so if I need to catch up, I can just look there and find them. And the same goes for this insert. This is my reading log, or my brain. I started taking notes on Ryder Carroll's The Bullet Journal Method. Haven't continued after where I left off, the mental inventory. I feel like I'm maybe in a week or two, I'm at a place where I can actually really sit down and do the mental inventory and then find out what I want to work on and continue reading the book. Yeah, so that is what I wanted to show you. I really love how this is turning out. I feel like I'm at a place right now where the system that I'm using works. It's not overwhelming. I don't have to use pretty stickers and anything in my planner. This is the thing that keeps everything together, and then I can use this to put it into the right places when I have the time and motivation to do so. So, yay! I'm gonna see you soon, and I hopefully will be able to film some more creative stuff. What I noticed is that I can't really write while I film. I need to use my brain, and I need to have be in a different headspace for the journaling, but definitely want to be back soon with some more creative insights. It was so nice chatting to you tonight. I hope you were actually able to follow my thoughts, and I will see you soon. Until then, bye.